Hello once again, back to a brand new video. So, I haven't been on here for like 3 weeks or so. I've been gone, I've been doing a lot of projects, been having a lot of things going on in my personal life and everything else. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Weiss. And if you don't know who Weiss is, he's a commentary YouTuber that is, well, actually insane, is a hypocrite. And he did have another channel, which is called Prince Kai, that he deleted. He deleted his whole, like, almost everything, pretty much, on his Twitter. I'll get through all of that in just a second. But he went through all of that, and yeah, he got also destroyed in a debate with John Swan, which I'll get to later on in the video. But further ado, let's get into it. Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love. Meet Weiss. Let me just give you a little bit of a backstory before I get fully into it. Weiss made a copyright strike to another creator, and you're probably wondering, why that is. It's because he used his video to respond because Kai made a video on Akuma, and Akuma responded to it using 4 minutes of a whole clip to respond to a certain point, so he finds it okay to copyright strike the whole video because he thinks it's not it's not fair use, when 100% it was fair use. And it's kind of funny too, because Weiss is a hypocrite because he used somebody else's video, 4 minutes of somebody else's video in his own video, responding to it. And the reason why he thinks that, well, it's fair use and the other one is not, because he used a filter and he used something around it which makes it fair use, when that is not the case at all. You can use a filter, you can use anything else, but that does not matter. It's the context of the video. And let me just give you a little bit more context too of why Akuma used 4 minutes of a clip, which is kind of a little bit long. I'm gonna admit, using 4 minutes of a clip is kind of a little bit long and risky to do all of that. But the reason why he did it is because other creators come at you before and you made a comment saying, or you made a response video saying that they are taking your stuff out of context, so they're not putting the whole clip in, that they're not playing the whole video. So Akuma did that, and you gave him a copyright strike that literally was a false copyright strike, and that blew up. And John Swan literally messed your whole self up in a debate, which the debate I'm going to go in a little bit later. But after all of this stuff that went on, he literally got destroyed by everybody. His Twitter got destroyed by every single person out there. And it's kind of funny too, because after all this went down, he literally deleted his whole channel and made his whole and privated his whole Twitter, deleting every single tweet that he has ever did on that whole Twitter itself. And when he came back, literally when he came back, he made a post that he tried to apologize, but then saying, hey guys, yeah, I do apologize, but everything that I've done, I've justified, and, it doesn't matter, because I feel like I did everything right, and I won on every situation. But with that whole thing, he apologized for literally nothing. Like, this guy literally apologized for honestly nothing. Now, I'm going to be using some other people as far as their clips and their videos, because he did delete everything, so I don't have that myself. So I will be using other people, like John Swan's whole stream and other things like that. But yeah, it's ridiculous that he's still now thinking that he's done everything right and everything going on. But let's get into the debate, why don't we, before I go even further in. Oh yeah, I forgot all about this part that was also in John's stream. Before I get to the actual debate, let me get to this part first. So Kai actually did a respond video to all of this mess that we are gonna all watch together and see what he actually says, and to see John Swan's take on it as well. Yeah, so Let's play that.
Let's talk about Kai's response video. Because he made a video apologizing to Akumu, Jar, and Harley TBS. All right. Let's hear from his mouth everything that's been going on. I'm going to turn down my music because it's a little bit distracting right now. Come on, let me turn it down, please. Thank you. All right.
I'm going to put this at the forefront of the video because I know that people are only going to click in and not have to hear what I have to say, but this video was re-uploaded and literally YouTube notified me of it again because Akumu did little to no effort to try and transform my content. He used so much of my content in such an improper manner that YouTube had to tell me about it. That is why I have an issue with this video. Literally no other video that I have in my copyright match is here. No video on me is here.
That is actually not true. Because it is in your match stuff, it does not mean that YouTube has a problem with it or all this other stuff. That is totally false. And John will probably get a better insight to it than I would ever. But let me just say this, because it's in your match stuff, it's only in there because he used part of your video in the thing. So it would be in there. It doesn't matter if it's 10%. It doesn't matter if anything else. I mean, John downloaded or edited a video for somebody else, and it was also in his, but could he copyright strike it? No, he couldn't. So that is totally false and and just wrong.
Because the videos that have been made on me so far, other than Akumu's, have been fair use. I don't know why nobody has questioned the fact that, okay, why didn't Kai strike down literally every other video on him? Because all those videos are fair use. I'm tired. Oh my.
I just realized that I'm playing long unedited clips of Kai's video in this stream. So, according to him, I'd also be violating copyright law right now. Even though I'm like interjecting with comment. Just hopefully he doesn't do anything here. But anyway, we'll hope nothing happens. Remember, I debunked this already. Just because it's in the copyright match still does not mean you can strike it. I cannot strike Vsauce here. That is not how it works. Anyway, let's see what else he has to say.
Oh my god, this shit is annoying as fuck. Hi everyone, it's Kai again, back with another video talking about this entire situation with Akumu. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. A lot of claims have come around, like with people saying that I did this out of malintent. I didn't do this out of malintent. I just don't like Akumu. I'm not gonna be nice about it when I say that I struck down his video. And I thought I don't know why people think that like I can't strike down a video to like show somebody that you can't fuck with people by infringing their copyright.
So the whole reason why you did it in the first place was because you didn't like this person. That was literally the only reason. So there was a reason to it, and it literally the courts like are gonna laugh at you and say, okay, so you did it because you didn't like him because he's been messing with you. So you thought, you know what? I'll give him a copyright strike and I'll get him back. That is what people are calling you out for, and you're saying, no, I did it because I didn't like him. That's the reason. But it's literally why everybody is saying, like, you literally contradict yourself through this whole thing, and it's laughable and ridiculous that you are getting everything wrong, and you don't even know what the heck you are even talking about.
And also, like, do it because my copyright was infringed. I don't.
Okay, here's the thing, right? If the courts heard this and they heard, oh, I did this to fuck with him back, it's not going to help you. That is called a DMCA misrepresentation. And that was also talked about in the HT lawsuit. DMCA misrepresentation. If the court finds out that you said this, not going to go well for you. Your response should be, I was enforcing my rights, and that should be the end of it. You don't go, I was fucking with him. I did this to show he can't fuck with me. That's not how it works. Don't say that. That's a bad idea. Just saying, if anyone else wants to strike you, if you want to strike anyone, mate, do not do this. This is a bad idea. Anyway.
I don't know why in this community, those two things can't exist. They absolutely have to be one or the other. You had to have done it out of malintent. No, I just don't like Akumu. I've never been shy about that. I've never been like against saying that. I have always, throughout my entire time on being in this platform and knowing of Akumu's existence, unfortunately, that I don't like him.
Look, let me just say this. Because you don't like somebody, you can't just give them a strike on the channel. You can't do that. It doesn't matter if you don't like them or, anything else, but you cannot do that. And trust me, a lot of people don't like this person. Like, there's tons of people that I know that do not like this person one bit. But that you cannot do, especially since you want to get in a commentary and you go have your way to, copyright strike a video that was responding to you. I mean, that makes you look awful whenever you do something like that. It doesn't matter anything else, but you don't do that, especially when it's a respawn video.
So, of course I'm going to be happy that his video was taken down. And I hope that other people whose copyright that he's infringed upon also take his videos down. That is the entire reason why I said half of the things that I said.
This is not a good idea. Do not say this, ever. Never. Just let this be a lesson on what not to say, because as soon as the court gets hold of this, they'll be like, wait, let's re-examine your intent here. Because he said 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds of him saying, I was enforcing my rights, and going on over a minute rant about how he doesn't like the guy and he wishes this would happen more often and more people would do it. This is not a good look. The court sees this, not gonna go well. They're gonna re-examine everything. They're gonna be like, well, actually, let's re-examine why you actually did this. That's called the DMCA misrepresentation. Please, this is a lesson on what not to say. Do not say any of this.
On Twitter. I think this entire outrage is extremely dumb, and it sucks that I even have to get on my channel about this. If the strike was so false, then I will be happy to apologize in a month's time. Because like I said in my community post, uploads aside from this one, now that this video from Harley and Jar is out, I'm not going to be uploading at all within this month. So people can prove to me throughout that entire time whether or not my strike was false.
Is it just me, or does it sound like Kai is literally crying through this whole thing? I don't know if it's just me, but he is whining and crying about this whole thing. And it is stupid that he has to respond to it, because all he had to say is, I'm sorry, and it would have been over. Literally, it would have been over, but no. He had to go ahead and make a video apologizing, or put in the title, apologizing to these guys, but he didn't actually apologize. What? Okay, so you put in a title that you apologize, and you're here bickering and crying because, you aren't getting your way, because obviously you did something that is, kind of illegal. I mean, I don't want to say that it's full because of everything that's been going down, because it hasn't went through court, and it's not gonna go through court, because he even said, what would that prove, in one of his thing, which is kind of hilarious and stupid at the same time. But yeah, if you would have just said, I'm sorry, and then lifted the strike, none of this would have happened. But no, you had to go and bicker and cry about it, and then saying harassment about all this stuff, which I'll get into a little bit later, but still, geesh.
Akumu did not add a single thing to my video. He did not change anything about it.
I mean, I think he added something to your video because he commented on it. He only used, how long was your video? 14 minutes? He could have used max 14 minutes of your video, right? And Akumu's video is almost 40 minutes long, 39 minutes long. So yeah, he did add considerable to your video. That's how it works. Yeah, you can do that. I'll go over what he thinks adding is supposed to mean in a second here. That's what it's supposed to mean, but he has some misconceptions about what that means.
I could play this clip right here, and you would not think that this was Akumu's video. Why? Because it's 4 minutes of unedited content from my video that you wouldn't know that was his video until the end of the clip.
I'm pretty sure that they would, but this is a respond video. I don't know if you know what respond videos mean, but you have a clip and then you respond to the whole clip, which he did. Literally, he responded to the whole clip, and everything you got here was all wrong, and it baffles me that you are this stupid and this idiotic about copyright laws and all this other stuff when you're talking about all this stuff and you are getting everything wrong, and then you are mad at other people for getting you, and you're like, these people that don't really know anything, but you literally know crap about anything that you were talking about, because what you just said, newsflash, it doesn't matter how long the clip is. If you talk about it, it is transformative. You don't have to do anything with the clip, which what you think that it is. But it's so hypocritical because you did exactly the same thing, but because you put something around it, put a filter and all this other stuff, it means it's better. No, that's not what it is at all.
Really have to thank Julu for like coming in there and moderating the chat as heavily as she did, because like you realize yourself. Like, a lot of my points I made regarding this entire situation are on Twitter, but like, this entire outrage is stupid as fuck. All it is a misinterpretation of my intentions and a misinterpretation of my tweets, and people who don't know anything about law trying to tell me something about law.
I know nothing, guys. Sorry. I've been fooled you all, guys. I'm not actually good. I don't know anything about copyright, guys. I've been fooling you this entire time. I actually know nothing. I know nothing about law. This guy knows everything. We're about to see how much he really knows, by the way.
You know what is so funny about this whole part right here is that he literally thinks that because you aren't a lawyer and because all this stuff that you don't know anything about law, even though, like me, I have done so much research about copyright laws and all this other stuff. And this guy is literally saying, hey, these guys that's telling me about law, I know everything about law. I know everything, a possibility. But in reality, like, he literally knows nothing, and everything that he's saying is totally wrong. But, of course, we all are the ones that's wrong, and we know nothing. Okay, no, that makes sense. We know nothing about law, and Kai over here knows everything that has to be is why he's in the mess that he's in, okay?
It's literally the entire thing of the Toby drama all over again. But like I said, once again, because I said I was going to keep this short and sweet, if this is really such an illegal thing, then, like, I will wait for my channel to be taken down.
All right. This is the Harley thing again. I'd never supported this. Channel probably shouldn't be taken down over the one infraction. Definitely not. But
you can see it on my Twitter. You can even hate follow me on my Twitter for the apology, which is right here. If you want to hate follow me and see whether or not that, like, my channel gets taken down and I'm forced to apologize, my apology will be on my Twitter.
This man really did this and made this video saying that, hey guys, yeah, I'm going to wait for my channel to be down and then I'm going to go and force myself to apologize, when this man literally deleted his whole channel and then did a apology on his Twitter, but wasn't actually an apology because he said, even though, that it was justified, I am sorry, I should have done things better, and, cried about it some more and just wanted to move on. It was like it wasn't even an apology at all. Like, literally, it wasn't an apology one bit.
If it all turns out that what Akumu's video was fair use and, like, my channel gets taken down because of this strike, then I'm cool with that. I will be happy to apologize. And not only that, I will donate $50 to whatever charity that the general commentary community thinks I should donate to. And
$50, guys, it's gonna make a lot of difference. $50, guys. Let's get it rolling in. Dude, the charity's gonna be rolling in that one, guys.
Yeah,
rolling.
I'll just leave it at that. Otherwise, hop off of me. I don't think that this was an illegal strike. Nothing about what I did was illegal. Nothing about what I did was something out of malice. All of this is literally just a bunch of fucking misunderstandings that are getting blown out of proportion for absolutely no reason. I'm sorry if I repeated myself quite a bit during this video. I'm off script because I felt the need to, like, talk about this. So I might edit a little bit and do a few jump cuts. But other than that, like, I'm not sorry for what I did to Akumu. And I think it's kind of
Yo, Jessica, thanks for the 50. I'll read out all these super chats later, by the way. I'm not neglecting you.
Fucking Akumu, of all people. And if it's not because it's Akumu, then, like, I guess people are just looking for something to get mad at me about.
Kai, no, that's not what it is at all. Like, why people are coming at you is because what you did was wrong, especially somebody that's trying to get into the whole, commentary thing. Like, we have our whole saying to not do this to somebody else, especially to a response video. Like, that's what baffles me the most. You didn't just do it to a random video. You did it to a respawn video, which is just hilarious and baffles me why you were so much of an idiot. Also, Kai likes to play the race card a lot, thinking that a lot of things that happened to him was because of race and all sort of stuff. Even made in a comment, even made a tweet saying that, it's because his size, and it's because, it's his size that the truth is lost. Like, he's the truth or something. No, that's not it. It's not because your size. It's not because of it. Because what you did was wrong, 100%. I can't say that it was illegal or not, because like I said, it didn't go through court, so I don't know. But I can say that if it would have went to court, you would have lost, because, newsflash, I believe what you did was illegal and what you did was wrong. Not because your size, not because your race, but because what you did and your actions.
But what the fuck else is new? Anyways, this has been Kai Weiss. Sorry that this is like one of the instances that I'm on camera and it's not for a special occasion or anything. I'll see you guys in the next video. If there will be a next video. If my channel's still around. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
All right, one more clip at the end of this video.
One more thing. I want to make this a point as well because I feel like it's super important. I feel like everybody is like misunderstanding why.
Okay, I gotta say this. Why in the heck did you literally put the thing that you were eating right in front of the camera? Like, I don't know. The first time I saw this, it annoyed me because literally you looked at this and you said, yep, this is going to stay here and it's going to stay in front of this so they know what I'm eating. That legit, like, annoyed me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you because it is, like, distracting me from the whole thing, period. But, yeah, let's get back into it. I just had to say something about that. Oh, gosh.
Akumu's video was taken down. It's because none of my content was changed. The music that's used in Akumu's video, Akumu's gameplay, and Akumu's commentary, all completely original. I will completely take that. That makes tons of sense. All of that was original. But when it came to my content, there was the bare minimum effort in editing. The most that Akumu did was add a VHS filter to my video. Other than that, there was no effort to make my segment and my clips transformative at all. And that's the entire reason why the video is down. YouTube themselves had to notify me of the copyright match because Akumu did so little editing. But it's just the fact that everybody is ready and willing to ignore this because, oh my gosh, Kai struck down a small YouTuber's video.
This legit pains me listening to this whole thing because what you are pretty much saying is because when it came to your content that he put in, that he didn't put no changes but a filter in it, which, if I remember correctly, the 4 minutes of clip that you did, it only had a filter and a thing around it. Oh my gosh, it was the exact same thing. You are a literal hypocrite, and that's not why. That's not what makes it not fair use or fair use. It's what you do with it. Like, it's not about your content. He didn't have to change your content at all, but you are too much of a stupid idiot that you don't know anything about the copyright law or anything like that. Like, I don't understand why you're even doing this. Because if you would have done the minimum of research, you would have literally saw that it was fair use. But of course, you were an idiot and you saw, he didn't do anything to my portion of the content, so it must not be fair use when you did the exact same thing because you are a literal hypocrite and you did this just because you didn't like him. Like, just admit it. I mean, you have admitted it several times, but admit it like that and, we would have been cool. But holy crap, this pains me listening to this whole thing because you know crap about what you were talking about.
Without understanding why the video is even down. But whatever, like I said,
this pains me to listen to.
When my channel gets taken down, I'll be happy to apologize. Bye again.
Okay. Now, so that is completely wrong. I'm just going to come out and say he knows absolutely nothing about what he's talking about. Literally nothing. He knows zilch, zero. Okay? Nothing.
And that's all for the response. I agree with John that that's completely wrong and that he knows literally nothing. So I was going to talk about the debate and everything else and also the tweets that went on. But this video is already going long enough and I will be having a part 2 to this, which will be talking about that and the debate. So stay tuned for that for a later on video. But I did want to talk about this one little thing. After the debate and after all this stuff, he did actually respond to all this in a post that I honestly don't have. So I'm gonna let Omegon video. Hopefully I said that right. If I did not say that right, I do apologize. I am horrible with names. But he actually did a great job, and I actually agree with what he said here. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Play it.
At some point, you put out a tweet longer. Now, I did archive this. It took me a while to find the archive link because I'm stupid. Where you mentioned that John Swan brought up the Sargon of Akkad upload, where Sargon took clips from Aquila, which then was condensed down to a 2-minute video from the original video, which led to a court case and Aquila lost. Your counter to that is that Akuma uploaded the entire video of yours, with a solid amount being unedited. The cutting of the clips is in no way the same to what Sargon did in his video on Aquila. Fair use considers proportions of content, and the proportions of Aquila's content was very little. Lord Sagipu did not take large swaths of her content unedited. That's why you deemed it incredibly important that John watched the video that he referenced, because it could well go against his point, and it did. The problem you have here, and it's a big problem really, is that most people were on Sargon's side, much like before we were on Ethan Klein's side when he got taken to court as well. When it comes to content creators flagging, generally there isn't much support. Context does of course matter, and we can all agree with that, but you struck the context cause content used? Have you ever seen a response video before? Generally, you use vast amounts of that person's content to make points because you don't want to be accused of cherry picking and or quote mining. Now, John Swan tweeted out, "Kai really baffles me. He did one of the things that commentary is so staunchly against and struck another creator that was critical of him. After getting backlash, he doubled down at every opportunity insisting he was right. When people rightfully gave him flack, he has the nerve to cry harassment. He had the opportunity to apologize at so many points, but he refuses to concede. Akuma still has a strike on his channel. Even now, he has to put out a thread on his Twitter apologizing where he says he still believes the strike was justified. Kai put himself in this situation. Kai didn't want to listen to me when I tried to reason with him, even after it was clear to him that the general community was not on his side. Kai continued to double down. This is Kai's doing and no one else's. I'm sorry, but I have very little sympathy. He can't cry about this when he had countless opportunities to make things right. Even now, at what is apparently his lowest point, he refuses to make things right. All Kai ever had to do was say sorry. Nothing else, nothing less, nothing more. 2 words. I'm sorry. And this would have gone away. But you are so arrogant. So damn arrogant. And we know this because of all the tweets that got archived since.
Yes, I agree 100% with everything that him and John has said, because like I said before, all he had to do was say I'm sorry and lift the strike, but he didn't even do that. And even when he did put apology, he he even said that he didn't think that, he did anything wrong, and also he still left the strike up, which is just baffling to me. It is all baffling to me of why this guy is so much of an idiot and so stupid. And so, I don't even know how to really explain it. But yeah, this video has been going on long enough. I'm going to end it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A part 2 is going to come in the future, so stay tuned for that. And that'll be talking about the debate itself, and plus some other tweets that's been going on, because I have gotten involved with it as well, with some people that just didn't fully understand the story and just coming out with their own little thing, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.
Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know.